Hi, welcome to Rear-Facing Toddlers. This is the Axkid Movekid, a rear-facing seat that's suitable from 61 to 125 centimetres, and the weight limit is 36 kilos. So that means that it will last most children until they're about 7 years old. I have already got a Movekid video on this channel, but because I'm at the Axkid UK office today, I thought I would do another one indoors just to show the seat in a bit more detail. The Movekid's headrest is pulled up manually to adjust the height. So you do that by loosening the harness, and then there's a tab here at the top that allows you to slide it up, and you also pull the tab up to slide it back down again. There is an insert for younger children up to 105 centimetres that is removable for older ones. The seatbelt clamp is in here under the cover, and the cover also hides an instruction panel that shows you step by step how to install the seat. You can install the Movekid with different amounts of legroom depending on how big the child is and how much room you have in your car. So right now, this block here at the back is fully on the seat, but if you look closely, you'll see a line here with a bit of yellow. That line is allowed to be on the edge of the vehicle seat. So if your car is big enough, you can move it all the way back until that line is on the edge there, and that gives the child a lot more legroom. There is a recline foot underneath, so right now the foot is folded away and that makes the seat more upright. You can move it back a little bit more for an older child to be more upright. If the seats in your car have a bit of a slope to them, then it's better to fold that foot out, and the foot will also give more recline in a car with flatter seats. And you do that by lying the seat on its back. It's probably easier to do it with the foot facing you, but then you can't see what I'm doing, so I am going to do it like this, away from me. So you just fold the foot out like this until it clicks into place. And then when you stand the seat back up, it's got a bit more recline. It is important that the foot here is in contact with the seat. In some cars, there might be not quite enough slope to use the recline, and the front seat might be quite close, and then you end up with the seat floating like this, and that's not allowed. It has to sit flat on the seat. And now I've folded the foot back under to show you a different recline option for smaller babies that takes up less space. And for that, you use the wedge. The wedge has two different sides. You just position it in your car, whichever way fits your vehicle seats best. So I'm just going to do it like this here. So place the wedge in the car, and then the foot of the Movekid is folded underneath and goes on the wedge. And then you've got minimal leg room, and it takes up a minimal amount of space, but it does have maximum recline for a baby. So these are the Movekid's tether straps, and they are attached to the front seat's runner rails in most cars. Now this demo rig obviously doesn't have runner rails, so it's got two attachment loops down here, which I will attach the straps to in a minute. But I will put a link in the description below to my other video that shows you how to install straps in a car on actual seat rails. So the straps work like this. There's one end that's just flat, and the other end has a loop. And it's the end with the loop that goes underneath the car's runner rails, or in this case, the attachment loops. The straps are adjustable in length, and before you install them, it's always a good idea to make them quite long. Do that by pressing this grey button. I always use 2 fingers and squeeze it, and then you pull the back strap to lengthen, and to shorten, you pull the front strap. I always feel like an air hostess when I do this. So you pull the strap to make it not all the way out, but fairly long. So to attach the straps to either the seat rails, or in this case the loops, you pass the end of the strap that has the loop on it through this ring or under the car's rail. And then you get the other end, which is the hook and buckle, and pass it through the loop. Pull it tight. And what's important then is to pull it back through so that you don't get any slack in that knot. And pull it tight like this. And then the other side is exactly the same. You then place the Movekid on the vehicle seat. Make sure that the leg is folded out so that it drops down behind the seat. And I'm going to just temporarily drop the leg down to the floor so that the seat doesn't fall backwards. And then open up this panel to reveal the green belt clamp. Open the clamp and leave it open. Then pull out the seat belt, give yourself enough length but not too much because then it might get tangled up. Then pass the buckle tongue through the green hole in the side of the seat. Pull it through the belt path, make sure it's inside the green clamp, and then pass it out through the hole on the other side of the seat. And buckle it in. Then pull the belt tight by pulling what is the diagonal belt up so that the lap belt tightens. I always like to push down on the seat here to remove as much slack as possible. Hold it tight here with this hand and then move the other hand from where you've pulled it down to this part of the seat belt to pull it through and maintain the tension. And then you close and lock the belt clamp. And then just close the panel and fasten the zip. And now I'm going to attach the tether straps, and they hook onto these two little metal bars here. But before I do that, I just need to raise the leg because the leg is the last thing that you do. The tether straps won't pull tight enough if the leg is on the floor. So you then hook the straps onto these metal bars. So there's a hook there, just attaches to this bar and clicks into place. And then you pull them tight one by one. Now, the tighter you pull the straps, the more recline you'll get. So if you pull them down a bit more, you'll see that the seat will just squidge into the car upholstery a little bit more. So when the straps are really, really tight, the seat will have its maximum recline. And then you need to drop the leg down to the floor. And you do that by pulling it out as far as these retaining straps will allow to get the correct angle. Then you need to press this grey button to release the leg, hold the button, push the leg down onto the floor, and then push it down until the button pops back out. And I'm now going to show you how to strap your baby into the Movekid. This doll is roughly the size of a 10 to 12-month-old baby, and for him, I will leave the insert in. To loosen the harness, there is a release clamp here. You put your thumb, you can put your finger, whatever, I find my thumb easier. Push it in and hold it, and while you're holding that, you get the opposite finger behind both straps and pull them to loosen. You then open the buckle and hang the straps over the side of the seat, ready for the child. And then to put the baby in the seat, you just place him in, make sure he's not sitting on the buckle. Buckle goes between his legs. The shoulder straps go over his shoulders, like this. And I'm just going to check that the height is right, which it is. The straps need to be level with the shoulders. They can dip down a little bit lower, but they can't be too high. So if it is too high or too low, you adjust it by pulling this tab. But it was in the right place. So then you get the two parts of the buckle. Make sure there are no twists in the straps anywhere. Get the two parts of the buckle tongue, and they, oh, that's upside down. They puzzle together like this. You then hold them in one hand, and with the other hand, get the buckle ready and click them in. And then to tighten the harness, you pull the shoulder straps up through the buckle, and that removes all the slack from the hips. Make sure there aren't any twists. Pull it as tight as possible and hold them up. Don't hold them like this because that will create extra slack down here. You need to hold them up, pointing towards the baby's face. You then pull the strap down here between the legs and keep your hands in for as long as possible to keep the straps nice and close together, and then straighten out the pads. And to take him out, you just reverse the steps. So again, you put your thumb in that hole where that little push button is, hold it down, lengthen the straps with the opposite hand, and then undo the buckle, take his arms out of the straps, and lift him out. The next doll I'm going to use is the size of a 4-year-old, so he doesn't need the insert, and you simply remove that by just taking it out. It's completely loose, it's only held in place by the child's weight. So you just take it out of the seat, raise the headrest a little bit, and then the seat's ready for a bigger child. So a big child like this one is more than likely able to climb into the seat by themselves, but if they can't, you do need to lift them up. You do that by standing them in front of you, facing forward, then put their back against your chest, your arm under their legs, the arm that faces the back of the car, and the other arm that faces the front of the car goes behind their shoulders. You then place them in the car, feet first, turn them around and sit them down. Right, then first of all, make sure he's not sitting on the buckle. So the buckle is here. Then pull the straps up over his shoulders. And now the headrest is too high. So I'm just going to lower the headrest until it's as low down as is comfortably possible, and that will bring the straps in line with the shoulders. And then exactly the same as with the baby, you just put the two parts of the buckle tongue together, click them down into the buckle, pull the straps to remove the hip slack, hold them together and tighten the harness. Now, before I take the seat out of the car, I've just realised that I forgot to attach the side impact block. So I'm just going to quickly do that now. And you simply take off this little cover here. That reveals this bracket that's got 4 little holes in it. And on the back of the block, there are 4 little knobbly bits that line up with those holes. So you just put them in there and push the block down. And now I'm going to show you how to remove the Movekid from the car. Now, because these straps pull tight manually, when they're really, really tight, they can be quite stiff to remove. So the trick is to release the leg first, because that takes the pressure off the straps. So you press the button on the leg, raise it back up, then press the buttons on the back of the straps to lengthen them. And then you unhook the straps from the metal bars on the back of the seat. You then undo the belt buckle, open the zip to reveal the green belt clamp, and then you need to pull the tab up to open it. In some cars where the seat belts are a bit thicker, you may find this a bit stiff, and then it helps to push down on here with your thumb. Open the clip, pull the belt through, and that's the seat removed from the car. So that's how to install and use the Axkid Movekid. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.